Greetings gastronauts, this is Keef Cooks, I'm Keef, and today, once again, we're doing Keef Cooks, Keef Floyd. So this time we're in Provence in episode 1, and I'm going to make Merguez sausages. Woo, spicy! But I'm going to start, as I did last week, with some shout out to people who've made wonderful comments that make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. And who doesn't like that? So I can't actually pronounce the name of this one. Riles Smiles 6590, something like that. Anyway, she regards my videos as some kind of relaxation therapy, which is fine by me. I'm not qualified, but you know, if it makes you feel good, that's wonderful. And also to Easy Cooking with Das, who has a cake making channel on YouTube, and you should look at it. They're very, very fantastic cakes. And also Easy Cooking with Das says that, well, my videos are wonderful, so I'll take that. Okay, Merguez sausages. Floyd doesn't actually make them in that program, but he does cook them on a barbecue, so that's fairly close. But he does have the recipe in here. It's very, very simple, actually, and yeah, unusually for France, spicy. And that's because these come from North Africa, where, you know, you had a lot of Algerians, particularly in France, working, and they brought their sausages with them. They are very nice, so I'm going to have a go at making them. I've never done them before. But as you know, that doesn't normally stop me. So, if you enjoy this video, give it a like, share, subscribe, etc. And let's get on with it. Merguez sausages! And if you recall my wine slurp accident last week, I got the stain out. So, that's alright, but I am going to wear an apron. You need some minced lamb, or possibly beef, but lamb is the more usual. And about 1 kilo. And you want a lot of fat in it. Don't go looking for lean meat because it's the wrong thing. So I've got half a shoulder of lamb, which hasn't actually got much fat on it. I've also got a lamb steak that I found in the freezer, which is still frozen. And that also is a bit, you know, not much fat. So I'm using this Polish bacon again, the remains of it, because as you can see there's a ton of fat there, and that'll be wonderful. So we need to chop these into bits that will go through the mincer. And as is usual when you're making sausages, you want your meat and everything to be really as cold as you can get it. Alright, this is the frozen one, not the chosen one. And this bacon fat has a little bit of a rind on it, so we do need to cut that off. Put that in the freezer while I'm setting up the mincer machine. We've got the medium plate fitted there. This is cold. Woo. Also got a steel bowl in the freezer and the meat, so I think we'll need those. Okay, and well, let's zap them. At the end, just pop a piece of stale bread through and that'll clear out any meat left in the scroll. Alright, there's my mince. I've weighed it. It's about 900 grams. And so to that, you need to add about 100 grams of coarse breadcrumbs. That's about 10% of the weight of the mixture. And a good squirt of tomato puree. Oh my God. Aprons are really useful, aren't they? I'm just going to swap this into a bigger bowl. And then because we're in Provence, or, you know, Floyd was, 1 teaspoon of herbs de Provence. And that's just a mix of thyme, rosemary, basil, marjoram, oregano, and tarragon. Suitable for vegans. Oh yeah. So that's lovely. And then 2 teaspoons of Harissa. It doesn't specify whether it's a powder or a paste, but this is what I've got, Harissa paste. And that contains red pepper puree, ground spices, which are smoked paprika, cumin seed, coriander seed, caraway seed, and black pepper. Also got garlic puree, onion puree, sugar, tomato paste, salt, rapeseed oil, balsamic vinegar. a lot more stuff than is probably necessary. But anyway, oh, this is quite runny. Actually, so I'll put more in. I might regret it. Also, salt and pepper. So I'll give that a good old mix. Then I'm going to put it through the mincer again on the medium plate again. Et voila! Now, before I put my meat mixture into sausage casings, I'm just going to taste a little bit. Now, obviously, I can't taste it when it's raw like that because it's raw, and I'll probably die. I don't want that to happen just yet. So we'll fry off a little mini burger of it, a little patty. Just heat some oil and put the teeny burger in. Just let that cook for a couple of minutes on each side. Okay, just let that cool down a little bit and then I'll taste it. That's really tasty. It's lovely. And not much heat. So if you like more heat, obviously put more harissa paste in, but this will do me fine. Time to make sausages. Oh yeah! Now, Merguez sausages they're like chipolata size. They're smaller diameter than regular sausages. 22 to 24 millimeters. And so I've specially bought the kind of casing that you need for that, which is, it's a sheep casing, it's not pig. This is where it gets a bit confusing. It came on this tube, which I think is, maybe you know, fit it directly onto your machine. So what you do is, it's the middle-sized one that we want. And it comes with this kind of collar, and you just clip it into that, and then the collar over it, and then the screwy on bit. Then you screw it on. What we need to do now is get the skins out the fridge and thread them on. Right, I managed to get this started on here. That took like 5-10 minutes to get the skin onto the end of the tube. Yeah, baby, sausage on! So, as usual, you need 4 hands to do this. Oh, there's a hole in the skin. Okay. I have made one sausage. I could just photograph that, fry it up, eat it, and call it a day, but I think I might need more than that. Okay, I'm threading the remains of the skin casing on. So I've got the blue tube thrust into the mixture that's in the stuffing tube, and plenty of water, and you know these have actually been soaking now for about an hour while I've been messing about. So they're going much more smoothly. It's all on. So now I need to get the blue thing out. Tie a knot in the end, and let's go. Try and coil it as it comes off. Right, I've been trying to form these into links, but it's really not happening because the skin is so fragile it just breaks. Well, I've got these, and I've got this big coil, so I'll keep that as it is, and I'll just chop bits off as I want them. Now you need to stick those in the fridge and let them dry off somewhat. So I'll not actually be trying those till tomorrow. Boo. Here's Floyd cooking up some merguez on a barbecue in Provence.
This might look amazingly luxurious to you, as you sit around your little £4.25 hibachi barbecues in the middle of winter watching this extravaganza of fire, Floyd on fire. These are merguez, spicy sausages. All you need is an aeroplane ticket and 3 and 6 a pound. More merguez, spicy Arab-style sausages.
As you know, I almost never use the barbecue because I just find it, just for the pair of us, not really worth the effort. So I'm going to use the cast iron griddle plates, and all you do, spray a bit of oil on it, heat it up quite hot, and place your sausages on it. And just turn them now and again, and they'll probably just take 4 or 5 minutes to cook. Then you can eat them. All right, finally, Merguez sausages. Oh, that's delicious. They're really, really, really nice. And bonus for me, not too hot. In fact, not hot at all. I think I could have maybe used that entire jar of harissa paste. But when I have used harissa in the past, it's been very, very, very strong. So, not sure what's going on there. Anyway, Merguez sausage, absolutely wonderful. Have a go, you'll love it. So, thanks for watching, and see you next time.